Future generations are already working for their future. But what are the public and private sectors doing to make a more sustainable future? A sustainable DC.
Sustainability, I think, for any city means conserving our resources and preserving our city and our resources for future generations. We believe that preservation in and of itself is a sustainable effort. It means that we're not tearing down properties to build more modern structures, but instead we're conserving resources and saving what we have.
Everything we've done here is kind of reusing the resources available to us. This place has been shut down since 1993. We are trying to produce food that the residents of this area do not have easy access to. So essentially what that means to me is it's easier to get a pack of Newports and a beer than it is to get a head of lettuce and a tomato out here. We're looking to tie in with more partners, especially like nonprofit partners that run community gardens.
And that's what we try and do with Carrots is create urban oases in the city that are producing food and nourishing people instead of just biological deserts. Yard by yard, we're trying to create a DC that produces food and doesn't have to rely on imported food and with a lot of food miles.
At Brain Food, we're all about efficiency, and part of that is necessity, right? We're a small nonprofit, we don't waste anything. And so we feel like the Garden and Brain Food's food program, it gives us an opportunity to essentially work in a loop with the food system, with the environmental system, and with young people helping lead that effort. We've taken an asset that was completely underutilized and turned it into something that's actually producing hundreds of pounds of fresh produce. It's also an amazing teaching tool to have young people get in the garden and actually see what food looks like in its natural state. And it didn't come from a slow boat from South America. They actually grew it themselves, which is pretty cool.
Part of our model as an expeditionary learning school is to make sure that students have this hands-on, rich, experiential learning experience, and sustainability is really an amazing way to do that, whether it's through gardening and nutrition or discovering what lives on a farm. Students really get their hands in the mud and they get their feet in nature, and that means they'll have a commitment to nature the rest of their lives.
I think it's very important for us to practice what we preach, if you will. So we buy renewable energy to supply our facilities. Our headquarters is LEED certified. We have telecommuting programs and a solid recycling program. A lot of our volunteer activities of our employees are focused on environmental agendas, such as our partnership with the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, planting trees in the Chesapeake Bay watershed.
17 years ago, one of the company owners realized that buildings contribute 40% of all greenhouse gases. We needed to make a change, so we needed to move forward. So we became really good at building green buildings. But we realized that that's just part of the equation. The other part of the equation is how you operate the buildings on a day-to-day basis.
We meet with an energy consultant and our building engineers and building management to review our energy usage throughout the building. We break it down by floor, we break it down by low voltage and high voltage use. And we benchmark that against the use from the previous year and buildings that are comparable to our building in the local market.
We are a gus-guzzling, steam-eating, energy-eating giant. We do not have the option to turn off, life-supporting machinery. Our engineering team has been so successful at conducting audits, coming up with initiatives that are going to save the organization money. At the end of the day, we want to save money so that we can fund our other sustainability initiatives. The mayor's sustainability plan is not just looking at energy conservation, waste management, recycling, etc. It's really looking at how sustainability impacts every aspect of our lives. The plan is fantastic. We love it. We're really excited to be a part of it and be a part of a city that takes sustainability so seriously, but we want more.
Only as one voice, united, can we create a sustainable future, a sustainable DC.